Hi there guys, Sam here, welcome back to another video. You join me in front of the MK7 40th edition Clubsport. This one is in a super spec, 3-door manual, bucket seats. Gonna go for a drive in it. Got plenty of videos on this. Q&A with the owner drive and my own drive. It's a dream car for me to try this one out. I think it looks absolutely stunning. Let's talk more about this car, but yeah, blown away, honestly, just from seeing it drive up. It's amazing. It's interesting, the clutch is a little bit different. I thought they'd be similar.
It's an uprated clutch.
Right, that's going to be right.
So it's an RTS clutch and Sachs flywheel. It's, for me, it doesn't feel that much different from OEM. It's a little bit snatchy. The first bit.
But that's fine.
But once you get used to the bite point, it doesn't fit. Like I say, I've not had any major problems with it, to be fair. But again, that was recommended by a couple of Clubsport boys.
If you've uprated, because you said this is 370, didn't you?
Yeah, it's 378 bhp and 440 440.
Because you know what, even at 300, the clutches are a bit.
Yes. Well, this was the thing. Is like when I was talking to people, and people have done the Clubsport S version. A couple of them have said that the clutch felt a little bit weird, and the clutches have gone. So some people have not modded and their clutches have gone. Some people have modded and their clutches haven't gone.
Yeah.
And then some people have gone like stage 2 and still not done their clutch yet, you know? So it is a bit hit and miss, I find, with Volkswagen clutches.
Yes, definitely. Straight away, mate. It feels so much lighter.
Yeah.
So your individual setting, is that like, how have you had that on yours?
Everything's in sport, but the DCC's in comfort.
So this has got a DCC.
Yeah, it's got
as well.
DCC.
I was wondering why it was so comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Even just in the corners, it's like.
Mental, isn't it?
It's brilliant. For honestly, first, have I even sat in a 40th? Probably not. I love the compliance. It's just like, I noticed it obviously as a passenger.
Tell you what I'll do.
As well.
I'll put the nav on, because then you can see where the roads are going. That's what I did just a minute ago, just to keep an eye on. Yeah, it just does what it says on the tin, and it does it well, you know. So,
did you purchase this car when it was stock, and then you changed it? Gotcha.
Yeah. So all I've done, like I say, all I've done is the Clubsport S discs. It's mental, isn't it? Panel, R-line panel filter, resonator delete, tune. Oh, and I got some R-line billet caps.
Okay.
For the engine bay, just to try out. The ones that were there didn't look very nice, so I got a good deal. So
make it your own.
Yeah, well, someone was selling the bits, so I was like, yeah, it's not a bad price, and it just looks nice in the engine bay. Because what I've done as well is, I don't know if you know, but if you get the Seat engine covers, they're different to the Golf TCSI ones. So they're different how they look. I'll show you a bit when we get back. But all you got to do is you can peel the Seat badge off.
I thought that was like a joke.
No. So the Volkswagen badge was underneath. So my engine cover is basically completely black plastic. There's no paint on it, nothing. But it goes well in the engine bay, because the engine bay is all completely black with all the pipes and stuff. So.
See, that's the difference with the R. I could literally just pin it everywhere, and you don't even have to think about it. Whereas this, you've got to be
careful.
You can't just. This is like, it's like a little sports car which you can still daily.
Yeah.
Stick it in eco and it'll get you like 45 miles per gallon.
Yeah. Not that it's ever been an eco for me.
I think
to be fair, I'll do on the motorway. It just goes. It is such a good all-rounder, and I think that's why people that have got them love them so much.
Oh, massively,
because there's so much to it. Like I said, you can go bash the B roads for a day, or you can do 200-300 miles on the motorway, and
it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I like the Clubsport S disc because again, it's
massive,
something that I've looked at on mine.
Yeah, because it's the 340 on the front. 310 on the back.
Yep.
Because it's obviously the performance pack calipers.
Yeah. I'm just grinning. It's amazing. I'm trying to think of it also what it would be like stock, and I think it would be.
To be fair, the first and second gear, there's not much difference.
Okay.
Because we torque limited it just to try and.
You don't want to
spin up everything. It's obviously a little bit more aggressive than it is stock. The reason why I got rid of the tune was because the stock's got this weird overboost.
Yeah.
And it's very weird. So it's got like a 10 second overboost. But
it's 290, isn't it?
Yeah, like 286, 287.
But that was again just VW trying to position it against the R, wasn't it?
Yeah, they didn't want to beat the R. The problem was it was too good. Yeah, they beat the R with the Clubsport S, so they couldn't then do it with the Clubsport. So I kind of get why they did it, but it just everyone that's got it really does find it a little bit annoying. Yeah, a lot of people actually tend to a lot of the guys have actually gone and just got like a base R map put on.
Yep.
So you get the 310,
which you can handle comfortably.
Yeah. Well, it's the same as what the Clubsport S is.
Yeah.
So it gives you everything but that boost, because that overboost. So say you go on the motorway and you get into that boost, even if you're in the boost for 3 seconds, take your foot off the accelerator, it will then take 10 seconds to reset.
Yep.
Before you get it again. So, and it's only on for 10 seconds. So some people say, oh well, if you're flooring it for 10 seconds, you shouldn't need more than that. Well, sometimes you do. So it's if you're in it, you're in it, and you can feel it come in and you can feel it go off as well. So
it's all marketing.
Yeah,
that's the thing, and that was a shame that they did that. But can you imagine if they'd listed this at, say, Clubsport S Power?
Yeah,
it just wouldn't have made any sense, would it? Everyone would have just gone, let's just go for a 40. If we want the back seats, we can have the same. Clubsport seats. These buckets are amazing.
But to be fair, if they put the same power as the Clubsport S, but gave it the practicality of a Golf, they probably would have sold 1,000 cars.
Oh yeah.
Because that's the other side of it. They only sold just over half of what the quote was. Well, the build allowance for the UK.
Oh, it's just amazing. So good. But the thing, and again, what I've kind of done my channel for the last couple of years. Did we spin it here?
Yes, we did.
Let's spin it here, because I'll just drive your car forever.
Yeah, we end up going. Yeah.
There's a car coming, so I'll let that guy go, and then I'll spin it properly. Oh no, he's going there. Can we keep up the Jeep Compass? Wow.
Oh Jesus.
That's.
There is this thing in my head, and it's not meant to sound as rude as it does, but some people, some people, I don't understand why they buy certain cars.
Like, have you seen like my pet horrible car is the Ford EcoSport? And if you've seen those,
yes.
They're like Fiestas on stilts.
Yes.
But they cost a load of money, and people think that they've got something
special.
Just get a Fiesta.
Yeah. But that's the other thing for me is like down where we are, Fiesta STs are like literally everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Everywhere, and Focus STs now.
And they're also crazily expensive now.
Yes,
and that's what's put me off as much as loving fast Fords as I still love fast.
Oh yeah, I had a lot of Fords when I was younger, but yeah, it's Golfs now.
Oh, you know what? I miss my Fiesta ST so much, but as much as every now and then I'm like, oh, I could go back. Reality, I don't think I will. I'm talking to an owner who's got a Mark III Focus RS.
Oh right, okay.
So I'll see if that works out.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Just another one to try. But if you want a one car to do everything, if you have your family in it, or there's nothing better than a Golf.
Yeah.
Literally, there's nothing.
Yeah, it does what you'd expect it to do, and it does what Volkswagen have always kind of promised it would do as well.
Yeah, because even like the Clubsports, I mean, we're on 19-inch wheels, and it's like on a bumpy road, and it's fine, isn't it?
Yeah. It doesn't like potholes much.
No,
but it's not.
Mine doesn't like potholes.
Yeah, to be fair, it's not too bad. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst.
Definitely.
How did you? The other thing I was going to ask you. So when we were at GTI Festival, a guy came with Mark 8 Clubsport.
Yep.
I just found the haptic stuff really.
It's I got to be careful because I always I love driving.
Yeah.
Those cars. But yeah, the haptic stuff is rubbish.
For me, when we were sat looking at it and playing with it, I thought, yeah, this is great. But then I'm like, hang on, how am I supposed to drive and find a button that isn't there?
I'm not spending 40 grand on a car to learn how to play around on a computer. You know, I work in IT, so when I drive a car, I don't really care about screens. That's why I like this. And it's just, you have the performance gauge.
Yeah.
And that's it. What more do you want than that? The buttons are easier to do on here, so if you want to turn off traction, it's just that. You can't, you just can't.
You don't have to go through menus, sub-menus, and
also, if I'm comparing this to the 45, this steers better than the 45.
Really?
And that's something I've heard online as well.
Oh, right, okay.
The Mark 7s, they've just got a lot more feel. You know where the wheels are going.
Are they much bigger?
The Mark 8, you turn, but you don't know. You don't know where it's going. I know it's all electric rack, so you can't really.
Yeah. There's only so much you can get out of electrics, isn't it?
And personally, this looks the nuts.
It gets a lot of looks and attention. That's
good
for sure.
colour.
It was funny because we had these guys, Drew and Kerry came from they're up near Leeds or something.
Yep.
And they came down to meet us, and it was the first time a lot of us had met. We were all in this group chat, and we were all get on really well. It was the first time we met, and they were talking, and like Drew was actually thinking about getting rid of his car because he thought they were quite common. Because there's 3 he sees around up near him all the time. I'm like, mate, I live in Plymouth. I've never seen one. I said I saw one when they first come out, and I've never seen one.
If you go to certain areas, you can see a lot of the same car.
So we were all stood there, like doing that talking and stuff, and then we sort of said, well, hang on, okay, let's ask. So out of the 12 of us, there was only 4 of us that actually seen another Clubsport. Apart from them, obviously they'd seen like 3 up near where they are, and the other 2, they know them, but they weren't there with us, so they would say the same thing.
I mean, after a hard day or weeks of work to drive this, man.
I've got there's like a 25 mile and a 50 mile loop I do.
Yep.
So it's out of Plymouth onto Cornwall, onto Dartmoor, and back around, and that's my what's the reset mode I call it. So the missus knows as well. I used to do it on the bike, but I find it a lot more fun doing it in the car than in this now.
You know what? Because
it's a bit more safer.
A bit safer. It feels really light, this car. I mean, even compared to the Mark 8s.
Really?
I don't know if this is all just perception. But
that's what most of it's about, isn't it? It's how it feels and
how it feels and how it drives.
Yeah.
This is like, I love this. When we caught that Jeep.
Yeah, didn't take long.
I'm so glad that we. I'm glad you came down early because I know not everyone's a morning person.
No, it's fine. Doesn't bother me, mate. And I think the thing is, from what I can gather, this is a cycling road as well. So you've got to be careful coming about too late, much later. You'll have loads of cars, loads of cyclists.
Exactly. Or you get people like that.
Yeah. Interrupting your fun.
It's not. I mean, honestly, because of your map, I'm sort of going 60-70% throttle.
Yeah. That's the thing is, and so I've got a friends. They did my tuning for me there at North Devon at Barnstable.
Yep.
And we've talked and we've been out, and Rich has come out with me in it, and he said what I want to do is just dial it back a little bit. He said we want to get you trying to get it, because what we've got is it's
really
quite
good how they make it bespoke for you.
Yeah. I went down there and they did two rolling roads just as a health check, just to make sure the car was okay for me. Checked everything over, we were happy, and I think we did 3 maps, and like literally all it was just going. So he did like a standard R map. I drove that. I was like, yeah, that feels really good. He said, I reckon we can get more out of that. So we did more.
But these E8 triple eights can go for can cope with this power.
Yeah.
Easy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, reliability.
Well, he's got ours that he tuned back in 2017, 2018, which has got the same map as this.
Yeah.
And he said the guys have still got the cars. no problems with them. So, and like he said, like, you know, if you want to go, so what I've got, so basically from like 1500 RPM to 3,500 RPM is the torque, and the torque spikes. It drops, and then about 4,250. That's when the BHP comes in at peak. So when you get into 6th gear on the motorway and you start giving it some, you'll be driving and it'll pick up, and then you'll just feel a little flat spot, and then it'll go again. But then once it goes again, it's triple figures and so quick, like really quick. Like Mrs. literally hates my car. Like she gets in and the first thing she does is changes the mode to eco.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing that you can do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my, it looks so boring, man.
No, mate, I like them, mate. I really like them. I'm just a front wheel drive geek. That's my issue. Just love hatchbacks, front wheel drive. A little bit of wheel spin, little slip in some corners, but to be fair, I've never going around corners. I've not had any issues with this because that electronic diff is just.
Yeah, for an E-diff, you wouldn't really. They're really sorted.
Yeah, definitely.
I love the pedal feel, the brakes.
Yeah, the brakes are immense. So much better.
That's really good.
So you sold?
Sold.